call the regular council land use meeting to order, and moving immediately into the land use applications. First one, Fleetwood Guildford, number 1.
Move planning recommendations on 1.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 2, move planning recommendations.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, July 13th.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 3.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 4.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move planning recommendations on 5.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed?
Opposed.
Noted. Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 6.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Noted. Carried.
On 7, move planning recommendations.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And on 8, move planning recommendations on the TUP.
Second.
All those in favor, this is an additional, right? All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 9, move the planning recommendations.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On C1, move planning recommendations.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And for purposes of getting on the table, move planning recommendations on C2.
Second.
Okay. Just want to bring to council's attention that back in 2006, the current policy relative to manufactured home park redevelopment and strata conversion dates 1995, but in 2006 we brought forward a policy 034A that was sent to our legal department and then subsequently brought back as a corporate report from planning, and nothing from there. So my suggestion is that we need staff to, apparently the reason it didn't come forward at that time was the fact that the developer withdrew the application. So we're sitting between 034 and a revised 034A. So I would suggest, with council's forbearance, that if we look at the readings here, we defer the public hearing date until after we have a chance to analyze this policy development and get a better understanding of those. And I think Councillor LaFranc, you've been looking at that as well. So I just put that on the table. That we have work to do.
Mayor Hepner, and I really appreciate all the folks coming out tonight to talk about this development application, and I am really willing to move forward with first and second reading, but it's really important that we actually have a bylaw that meets the needs of those who are in manufactured home parks. And so I thank you for your recommendation. I think that I'd like to move that once we get through first and second reading, that we postpone the public hearing until we've had an opportunity to really take a good look at the bylaw and make sure that the bylaw meets the needs of redevelopment of manufactured home parks.
May I ask for separation with the indulgence of the mover? And that's Councillor Gill?
That's right.
Yes. And Councillor Villeneuve? Okay. So on separation.
So on the OCP, Madam Mayor, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Yes. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried with an OCP amendment.
On the OCP, move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
So then if we move into the zoning, on the zoning, move first.
Second.
Back to the OCP, I think we have to define a public hearing date will be determined after receipt of the corporate report relative to. Okay, thank you.
So moved, Madam Mayor.
Zoning, okay, thank you. Seconder on that.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? So that will await a further corporate report on the individual plan for each of the residents under the current application. Under the zoning bylaw?
So under zoning, move first.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Did you want to speak to that zoning bylaw, Councillor?
I did.
Okay.
I just think it's important to have people that have joined us today and are interested in the issue to know that we are reviewing and putting in place a strong bylaw to deal with the manufactured homes, one that's been placed but has not been finalized, just for understanding, because a lot of people were walking in the room at the time that we were discussing that. And second of all, that this bylaw has to pass first and second reading. There won't be a public hearing till the fall. And the person that's involved with this application has had clear direction from council that they need to meet one-on-one with the park tenants in order to resolve any issues, and that we are going to be asking at the public hearing that that's done and what the resolutions of those conversations are. So this council is looking at this project to be a model project if there is going to be redevelopment in the future, and the applicant is tasked with treating the tenants with respect and honesty and fairness.
Thank you for that clarification, Councillor Villeneuve. The relocation assistance plan under the policy will need to be flexible and multidimensional, including various options responding to the various tenant needs and characteristics and general income levels and the housing needs. So we'll look forward to that, but we won't have the public hearing until we all are satisfied with that. So we're back to the zoning bylaw, and I think we're at, are we at first or at second?
We did second.
We did
and voted.
second.
So
Okay.
I will move that we move the public hearing to the fall after we receive the information, similar to earlier comments under the OCP.
Second.
All those in favor of deferral for public hearing, thank you. That is carried. All those opposed? There was no one opposed, was there?
No.
All right. Thank you. So moving on with...
Bylaws and permits?
Permits.
Which page am I on?
You want to move final on each one?
Move final, yes.
Move final in one.
Second.
And I'll move...
All those... I'll call for it first. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Bylaws with permits, number B2, H2.
Council is requested to pass a resolution amending the Douglas Local Area Plan to redesignate the site from townhouses 15 UPA to townhouses 30 UPA in open space.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
And move final.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Execute DVP 7913.
Move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute DVP 7913028600.
Thank you.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move that mayor and clerk be authorized to execute development variance permit 7913028600. 01, sorry.
01. Thank you. Seconder?
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute development permit 7913028600.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
On 3, move that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute development permit 7914015900.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Move adjournment.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you.